Hey everyone, IndieWire dropped this report yesterday. Samantha Bergeson wrote this story that I thought would be apropos to put on this channel for obvious reasons. Titled David Lynch's Unrecorded Night would have been a mystery series about filmmaking in old Hollywood, says Peter Deming, the DP. We're going to go through the story. Pretty sad. We were very close to having a new David Lynch project. Obviously not going to happen, but we were very close. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to go through some of the details here. It was supposed to include Naomi Watts and Laura Dern's, the stuff we already knew. We knew Peter Deming was doing some location scouting, I believe, at one point. Deming worked on Twin Peaks, of course, on the air, Lost Highway, Mulholland Drive, and would have been the DP on Unrecorded Night. Unrecorded Night was first shelved due to COVID and later stalled once more after Lynch's emphysema diagnosis. He had planned to write and direct all 13 episodes of the series, was developed under the working title of Wisteria. So, yeah, Wisteria and Unrecorded Night were the same thing. Shortly before he passed, well, like a year, because it was pre-COVID, there was Unrecorded Night, which he had written. Deming told the film stage, "I've read it," and we actually went on one scout looking at locations. Then COVID hit, so everything shut down and never rekindled. It's kind of sad to see. He continued, it's definitely its own original thing, and how it was formatted, I really don't know. There's going to be a lot of episodes because David really liked what he called the continuing story, as we've heard him say before. Because I tried to, I really love the feature stuff, but he was like, I'm not going to make any more movies. So, yeah, he wasn't interested in movies. I'm just going to make longer stories because I love the longer story. Me too, David. In fact, with Twin Peaks of Return, we weren't really sure how many episodes there were going to be until it got into post-production, because it wasn't really written that way. It was written as a 550-page film. My God. So how that was sliced and diced really was a post-production question. Unrecorded Night was the same way. It took me 3 sittings to read it because it was so thick, but it was definitely not Twin Peaks. Deming added it was definitely a really interesting mystery. I would say, yeah, it's too bad it really is, because it would have been good. Sure, it would have been. When asked about plot details, Deming can only go on record to say Unrecorded Night would be set in L.A. I have to talk to Sabrina Sutherland about this. Are we letting this cat out of the bag or not? I don't want to be premature about that. He loved to make films about Los Angeles, Deming said. He wasn't trying to hide the setting. Lost Highway, while not implicit, was certainly implied. Mulholland Drive was obvious. Inland Empire was obvious. To me, this was another LA canon for him, and one that sort of mixed in filmmaking and old Hollywood a bit. And it was just maybe number 4 in that line of products. So he wanted to continue his kind of LA stories. Netflix's co-CEO Ted Sarandos decided that the studio was all in on making Unrecorded Night in an Instagram tribute. He came into Netflix to pitch, and we covered this before. He came to Netflix to pitch a limited series, which he jumped at. Sarandos wrote it was David Lynch production, so filled with mystery and risk. But we wanted to go on this creative ride with him. Creative ride with this genius. First COVID, then some health uncertainties led to this project never being produced. But we made it clear that as soon as he was able, we were all in. So we here, especially when we were covering more of the David Lynch stories, we gave a lot of crap to Netflix for not working with him after What Did Jack Do? After at least they released that. But there was obviously a lot of issues. But it was, and sorry for all this English teacher ads. The IndieWire is like completely covered in them. But yeah, we were going to get it. It was going to happen. COVID and the emphysema just had its own plans. So there you have it, folks. I mean, we talked about it a lot. We even talked about like a mystery movie coming out at Cannes a couple years ago, which obviously I don't think was true, but it seems like that it was going to be probably like another Twin Peaks: The Return level event series. What Peter Deming says, it was very dense, and The Twin Peaks: The Return script was a 550-page film, which obviously, if you watch it back to back, it obviously flows very well. I mean, I would love to see the 550-page cut, basically, that it's not cut for TV. It's just cut to be a really long movie. I would love to see that cut. Obviously, I don't know if they could do that without David now, but like a day-long Twin Peaks movie would be really cool. But I feel like a lot of these things are probably not going to happen now, anything like that. I know Criterion is probably working on a ton of Twin Peaks remasters and stuff like that. At least they were. I don't know if they still are, because I know David liked to be pretty hands-on with that stuff, but we'll see. Let me know what you guys think of the story. It's pretty upsetting. I mean, it's cool to know that it was very much going to happen if it wasn't for the pandemic and Lynch getting sick. So sad. Yes, we almost had a brand new Lynch series on Netflix, Unrecorded Night, another Lynch mystery featuring some of our favorites, Naomi Watts, Laura Dern, probably some others. And it wasn't going to be Twin Peaks. I still theorizing, and maybe we'll see the script someday. I don't know. Maybe Sabrina will feel like there's a right time to share it. But I still feel like it might be tangentially connected, at least tonally, probably more connected to Mulholland Drive, like Deming said. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. This was never going to be a long one. I just wanted to cover this story because I think it's a big deal. And again, sorry for all the English teacher ads. There we go. I could do that. So let me know what you guys think. If you're new here, subscribe, do all that stuff. Really appreciate you having you. Almost had new Lynch, but he is gone on, obviously. But all right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Later.